Welcome everyone to our Work It Wednesday team call. I feel like I haven't been here in a while and I'm still not here. You could see I'm still have emptiness behind me and I'm still living out of boxes. So I wasn't on the call last week and I just want to thank Jessica Villareal for always being there and helping and training every one of you guys, along with Jannica, who has been like helping on Team Page and helping on the calls. So I just want to really show my appreciation to you guys. And if you would message me your favorite book, or not your favorite book, but a book that you've been wanting to read, so I could get that ordered for you guys, just out of appreciation. Thank you so much for helping all the group. I want to go ahead and share numbers. We haven't done that in a long while. Right when I want it to work, it like stops. So we're gonna share the top 10 on PRV for this month. I will say that we have almost 1,000 people in the group. I think we're 24 away. That is like so exciting. So way to work your business and grow in your teams. Keep up the good work. As far as right now, top 10 in PRV, we have Mackenzie Armstrong at $3,031. Kim Xavier is at 2,335. Brianna Adams is at 2,157. Holly B is at 2,101. Christy is at 1,958. Taylor Martin is at 1,759. Amanda Bobbitt is at 1,754. Medellin, I hope I said that right. Hitchcock is at 1,631. Tanya, and I say this all the time, Macintosh, I don't know. I'm so sorry, guys. I suck at names. Is at 1,621. Jessica Villareal is at 1,519. And where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She is the 10th so far for high PRV this month. Let's see, on recruits, let me just pull that report up real quick. We have Jannica at number 1 with sponsoring 2 new team members and 13 other girls who have sponsored 1. Way to go again on growing your teams. And actually this call is gonna be about sponsoring tips and sharing what to put in your packets. So your join brochures or join folders or join packets, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, we didn't even plan on who's gonna take over or who's gonna go first. But Jessica or Jannica, who would like to go first on sharing?
Jannica, go ahead. If you're ready.
Hello, ladies. Okay, so a lot of my recruiting stuff comes from Jessica, so there might be some repeats in here, but that's okay. Hang on, let me sleep my computer because it's like super bright in my face. Sorry. So basically the notes that I'm going to use right now are from the first Monday in Motion, which was the beginning of last month, or maybe it was the 3rd of, I don't know. Anyways, so the things that I took that I personally use from the recruiting training from Monday in Motion, which by the way, if you're not doing Monday in Motion when they offer that, you need to be doing it, because I've learned I have like pages upon pages of things that I'm taking from this stuff. So One of the first things that I found to be really important and something that I have always done, but I've figured out how to kind of step it up a little bit, was attraction marketing. If you're on my team, you already know what that is because I talk about it all the time. And I have always trained on attraction marketing as far as with product. So they made kind of, the statement about how attraction marketing could go further than just the product and go into recruiting as well. And so I really put some thought into that. And I started to think like, if I'm sharing about my team a lot, I'm sharing about how successful these girls are, the wonderful things that they're doing that they love, you know, just ways that it's changing their lives and my life and the things that we do together. Like my party was a good example. That party that I threw back in the summer, I had several people show interest in after that because there were so many girls here and we did the painting and all that kind of stuff and they loved it. They thought it was awesome. So attraction marketing, not just in, with products, but also with your business. So to me, that means like right now I have a highlight on Facebook, like a highlight reel thing, and it is called the Wax Wolf Pack. Everything that goes into that are promotions from my team, different little things that they have done. Like, for example, Kelsey, a couple weeks ago or last week, I can't remember when it was, she got the Wax Wolf Pack symbol tattooed on her arm. So that's now like the cover picture of it, which I think is just the coolest thing ever. But she shared this big story about how, this business and our team has like changed her life and like she feels better and more successful and happier and blah, blah, blah. So that has piqued so much interest. Like people are like, wow, if somebody wants to tattoo it on themselves, like tell me about it. So just going through the highlight will kind of show you some of the things that I do to attract marketing, whatever. So yeah, but anyway, so that's the part about that. So the next part that I have to talk about is learning the kits and when to offer them. So if you think that your person that you're trying to recruit is able, which you don't typically want to prejudge money wise, but you kind of do like at the same time. So if you think that they're able to use the $99 kit, which always try to push the $99 kit, like the host kit and like a discounted kit on the discounted months are great, which we haven't had one in a while, but they're great. But the $99 kit is like the full shebang of everything that you need to start your business, run your business successfully. It's not that the other kits aren't, but to me, the $99 kit is the way to go. So kind of prejudge like what, where you think that they're going to land in that and work from there. So offer the $99 kit first. If their first response to the $99 kit is that they don't have the money for that, then you're going to go down to the $59 join kit or the flip kit, when you flip a party. If they're still like, oh, that's still a little bit of money, then you can offer to basically, take care of the kit yourself with your host credit. So in my opinion, I don't do that unless I know that somebody's needs the kit, needs that in their life and is going to work that business. I am not gifting a business and a kit to somebody who just wants to get a warmer and a waxer and whatever else comes with it and then isn't going to talk to me anymore. I'm not doing that. Like I'm gifting this kit and this business to people who really want to be successful, who are really going to like message me and want to know what to do and like be involved with our team. So that's kind of the way that goes. So yeah, again, just kind of gauge where you need to go with the kit situation. And if you don't want to offer the free kit, then don't. If you do, and it's a special case, and like I said, you think they're going to be great, then do. Recruiting packets. So I used to do this big folder, but now I have a couple of these simple little things made up. Cut this out on my Cricut. It says Mason opportunities inside. A lot of you have already seen this. This is repetitive. I wish that we could have more people show these. So if you actually have a recruiting packet or a kit, like after Jessica and I get done presenting, I would absolutely love for you to turn your video on and like show us some things that you have as well, because it's important for people to see more than just mine and hers. So what's in this is, if you haven't seen it, I have my general flyer, which is it shows the $99 kit. benefits and features of Scentsy. You can work from anywhere, your tablet, you know, just that's a general join flyer that I've always used. I have it on Canva again. I'll share whatever. This is just my story. I need to redo it because it's like super tiny and I don't know why I printed it like that. So I need to redo this, but my story with Scentsy. I put a pet flyer in there. People are like animal lovers. Like I'm a cat person, excuse me, but I love all animals and almost everybody has a dog. So if you show them this, they're like, oh my God, they have pet products too. Like, so that goes in everything. Like people get super excited about the whole animal thing. And then as of right now, I just had a couple of pixie sticks in there. I don't really know why I give those, but I just do. These are suckers. And right now, because we're in the cold season, a hot cocoa, the good kind, you know, the nice hot cocoa, and how it works. Y'all have seen this flyer before. I talk about it all the time. No, I don't like snakes. So this is the safe to use 24 hours. Each bar lasts 80 hours, exceptional products, lifetime warranty. Y'all, this goes in everything. Y'all have seen that. So yeah, so that's it, it's just basic. I used to have this whole folder like of just everything you could think of, all kinds of different things, the comp plan, all this different stuff. And I just decided to like bring it down to this because some people are going to just join your team because you say, yeah, it's $99. Let's do this. And they're going to be like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then other people are going to be like, oh, I want more info. Oh, I want more info. Cause some people like $100 is a big investment to some people. It was a big investment to me. I refused to join until it was a $49 kit. And my sponsor will tell you that. I wish I would have done the $99 kit because I would have had more stuff to start with. But at the time I was like, because I wasn't sure. I didn't know if I was going to fail or like whatever. So this like shows that I care, that I've like done a little bit extra than what I would have to do. And I just ship that to them. Like I'm not a big mail person, but if they're over the top about wanting to know everything, I throw that in a little poly mailer thing and send it out to them. So yeah, recruiting packets are really great to have on hand. You can also do mini ones. Jessica, I'm sure she'll show you all that. She like does drive through minis and stuff like that. So go further with recruiting small packets. See, I have that in here because she showed her small packets, like give small packets to everybody. VIP recruiting. Okay, so here's what I have down for like the people that I want to recruit. First of all, your VIP is going to be the best place to recruit your VIP group. These people know your business. They know you. They see you every single day, like posting and posting and posting. They know everything about what you're doing with your business, like because you constantly talk about, or I do. My VIP is not just Scentsy, it's like a whole bunch of stuff. I just talk in there and we just BS. Somebody saying, oh, sorry. Okay, so here are the people that I wrote down that I want to make my top 10 list from. Works at a hospital, a school, or an office, a friend that would like to travel, thrifty or crafty friends, someone who needs a retirement plan, a new mom, 2 VIP customers, and realtors. Because like some of these people, if you work in a hospital or you work as a realtor or whatever, like you're probably not gonna, you know, work like crazy to become a director. I mean, I don't know, you might, but they can benefit themselves by doing minimal work with Scentsy. So these are great people to have, you know, on your team and to have the team for themselves. Let me see, what else do I have? Questions that I trained. Okay, so that's all I have for that. Now I'm just going to talk from my heart. So I have always been really good at recruiting, and I don't say this to brag at all. I say this to, I'm just telling the truth. The main way that I personally recruit is I share the opportunity that Scentsy has given me as a human. Okay, so when I started with Scentsy, we had my daughter about 3 months. We were living in a really bad neighborhood in a really bad apartment in Dallas. And we were still doing some of the old things that we used to do. And you know, around the same people that we used to be around, if that makes any sense. Like we were just in a bad situation. When I started with Scentsy, we moved back home to here. I live in Greenville, back out here to East Texas. This is where we're both from. And we got a house, a little cheap rent house. It wasn't any better than the apartment really, but it was. So going from that to where I am now, like we're buying a home. I have a nice vehicle. I have nice things. Like my whole life has changed, including the people who I surround myself with. My groups of friends are different. They're ambitious. They are boss ass. Sorry, don't want to say that on here, but seriously, like the kind of people that I surround myself with now is totally different than what I used to be like then. So everything about my life has drastically changed. And that is one of the best ways that I can like recruit is tell people my story and tell people the truth about where I came from then to where I am now. Because that person then, you don't even know how bad off and crazy and wild she was. Like when you see who I am now, you wouldn't even know that about me from then. And that it's only been 3 years, but it has changed my life so drastically that I want to be better. I want to surround myself with better. I want to have a better quality of life because of Scentsy, and not just because of what Scentsy does for me, like financially, but just in general. Like I want better, I feel better, I am better, if that makes sense. So that is what I preach to other women, and that is enough. Genuinely, like that is enough. They once they hear that spill and they start, you know, thinking about that for themselves. And you know, like some of the girls on my team, I just keep telling them, like, right now, they're not exactly at where they want to be in their lives. And I just keep telling them, like, I'll show them pictures, like, this is where I came from. Like, don't ever think that I'm some fancy, because I'm not at all. I just want better and I do better because of where I'm at and the people that I surround myself with. So that's how I recruit, and it works. I just tell the truth. Like she said, I recruited 2 this month with basically the general thesis that I just said. I just told them, like, if you do this and you actually do it, not just sign up and post on Facebook a couple times like, hey, I saw Scentsy, and you actually dedicate yourself to the way that I tell you to do it and that we tell you to do it, you're going to go far. But you have to listen and follow that direction, you know. And so far they're doing okay. You know, they're a little bit nervous. Everybody's a little bit nervous at first, but you know, I have a pretty decent success rate. Like there's one girl on here right now that joined once, fell off, and then came back. And then, you know, like, you know, it just happens that way, and that's okay. You know, she's killing it. But that's basically all I have. Just be honest, be real, be you. Don't try to change the way that you present yourself to get recruits, or like you know, try to fake who you are, like be some, you know, holier than thou person on Facebook or social media just so people will want to join your team or like whatever. Like that's not what you need to do. Just be who you are. And Jessica said it best, like the right people will come to you. So just keep doing what you're doing, keep sharing what it's doing for you. Like Christy is a great example. I want to, like, haven't asked her yet, so I guess I'll formally ask her here. Christy just finished buying all of her Christmas gifts for her 5, is that right, Christy? 5 kids, with Scentsy money. That is huge. That is something that we all need to be screaming from the freaking rooftops. Like that's a game changer. That is literally a game changer. If you can buy all of, and she didn't spend no, like of her personal money, all Scentsy on your 5 children's Christmas gifts, like that's a game changer right there. That's enough. Like I would sign up if somebody told me that. You know, she also busted her butt to get there, but you know, just she did, you know, she still did it, you know. But yeah, just sharing your personal story, sharing truths, sharing ups and downs. And also I just want to add this, like there have been many times in my journey that I have felt that I was bragging too much, or maybe more so, maybe that other people felt that I was bragging too much, and looking at me in a way that like I thought I was better, or I thought that, you know, I knew more or was doing better, you know, whatever. But I have finally realized, like, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Like, if you think that I'm bragging, I don't really care. Delete me, because I have had success here and I'm allowed to talk about it. If you get a raise at work, do you not go post it on Facebook and be like, man, I got a raise today? Woo woo. Of course you do. If you go buy a house, do you not post it on Facebook? Hey, we bought a house. If you get a new car, do you not post it on Facebook? If something great happens to you at work, if you find $10 bill on the ground, do you not go post it on Facebook? Oh, I'm having a good day, found $10. Yes, you do. And so does everybody else. It doesn't matter if you're a Scentsy consultant or not. Everything good that happens to people, because it's the highlight reel, you're going to post on social media. So don't ever feel that you have to hold yourself back from posting these things because it seems braggy. Like, if they don't like it, they can unfollow you. If they do like it, they can join your team, right? So anyways, that's all I have. I'm going to turn it on over to Jess. Going to mute myself now. Love you guys.
I just want to add, like, I just want to bow down to you. Seriously. I am so happy and proud of you. I'm just proud of the person you have become, because I've met Jannica a while back when she just joined. And, you know, I kind of know her story too. And I mean, it was hard to believe, but just seeing her now, like her whole mindset, oh goodness, that looks scary. Her whole mindset is just different. And I loved her then, but I'm gonna be honest and say I love her more now. Like, I will kill somebody for her right now. She is just an amazing person and an amazing leader to her team. And I just love, like, she just bloomed into something just way more. I don't want to say, like, I don't know, just a stronger person, stronger minded person. And just like she said, she like, just literally just, she's the boss. She is the boss, and she handles everything very well in her business. So I'm just so excited. And for, I think she said Christy bought Christmas gifts like that for her kids. That literally gave me chills, because I want to say maybe 9 years ago, 10 years ago is when I started Scentsy. And, you know, a year into the Scentsy game, the wax game, I was still struggling financially. And I remember so many times during Christmas, I didn't have the money to buy my kids gifts. And I was, you know, I was never one of the ones to go and ask for help or anything like that. But I actually remember Jessica put my kids on an angel tree one year, or did some turn my kid's name into something. And, you know, some family bought my kids gifts. And like, I remember those hard times and those struggles. And I last year, and I'm doing it again this year, I'm doing that for another family. Because Cincy has given me that opportunity to do that and to give back. Because I remember being that mom with, at the time, I only had my 3 kids, of having a hard time to buy Christmas gifts. So that really gave me body chills when I know that she was able to provide or to buy her kids Christmas gifts already early on. Normally back then, me was like shopping the day before Christmas, because that's how hard times I was going through. Like, that's how deep it was. But yeah, I just wanted to share, and thank you, Jannica, for sharing. I love you, girl.
All righty. So, man, I love me some Jannica. I told y'all that in the comments below. This is one thing that I will say about Jannica. So for one, it's amazing when you watch what you have been doing for so long as a leader. And your only wish and hope is that you can help somebody and touch somebody so that they can understand they can be better than they were yesterday. And I will tell you one thing that that I can speak, like, and Janica's not even on my team, y'all, but I just feel like we're all a team. I've told you guys this several times before, but as a true leader, you can have, and as a Scentsy consultant, period. Okay. And this is like one of the biggest sponsoring tips that I will start with. That is why Jannica does not have a hard time sponsoring, because I'm going to tell you, a consultant can sponsor. They can sponsor till they're blue in the face. But there's those consultants that will sponsor because they want another number added to their group. There are consultants that will sponsor because they want to earn an incentive trip. And there's consultants that will sponsor because they want to promote, and they make it about them. And I'm going to tell you something. You may have some success, but to maintain and become a top leader, you can't do that unless you sponsor and you lead from here. Like, when what you care about is more than what is in it for you, that's when sponsoring becomes easy. Okay. That's when it becomes more natural. It just happens. Like, that's just what you normally gravitate to. When you see that other people are being successful and your arrows are out instead, Lucy just typed arrows out, I can't. And your arrows are out instead of in, then that is when you know you're going to be a magnet for sponsoring, for people that are going to be attracted to you. So that is why Jannica, she isn't just going to be this much before she's going to be a star director and then a superstar director. So I love watching all her success. It's amazing. So I think as a leader, being so long in the business, that's kind of what you live for. That is your why. So my tips for top tips for sponsoring, and then I'm going to show you what I kind of carry with me every single day, is number one, it's a mindset. You have to switch your mindset from a bother to a blessing, and don't judge people. Okay. I'm going to tell you off the muscle, do not judge people. And you have to change your mindset. Like, oh, I don't want to bother that person. I don't want to ask them because maybe they're going to think I'm crazy. Or, you know, I've already asked them once before, but there's a discounted kit, or I have a free kit, or I have a discounted kit, but I don't want to ask them again because I don't want them to think that I'm pushy. Okay. You have to change that mindset from you are bothering somebody to, oh my gosh, this person needs that so bad and I want to bless them with that. That is why I do not care to offer the kit. I will continue offering it. I will tell them when I have a discounted kit. I will reach out. The worst they can do is tell me no, right? I'm not going to die. I'm not going to, be breathless if they tell me no. It's just no right now, okay? Believe me, I have had people that I have tried to recruit for over 6-7 years, and finally it's just that time. But I never stopped asking. I've never had one person say, do not call me, stop asking me, don't. I've never had that. So, maybe the time might come, and that's fine. That wasn't my people, and I'm going to keep on going. So change your mindset from a bother to a blessing. Okay. And again, as I said before, you must make it about them, not you. If you're struggling with recruiting, I want you to sit back and think about how many times you've offered the opportunity to somebody. Have you said, I have a kit I need someone to take? That's not about them. That's about you. I have, to try to earn, I don't know, some type of reward. I'm going to tell you, that's why I do, like, every once in a while, it's okay. I personally, everybody runs their business differently. I do not like posting when people say I have a challenge I'm trying to meet, or I need to reach my goal. Do you want to order something? That is like, makes my skin crawl, because that is not a way to make it about the person. You're making it about what is in it for you. For me, I don't like coming from that aspect. So with recruiting, now every once in a while, if you're like at the last of the day of the year and you're trying to earn annual sales or annual mentor, I get it. But some people do it every 2 weeks, every end of the month. Like, you're not making it about you. You're not making it about them. You're making it about you. So think about those things. Be mindful of those things. You have to change your mindset that this is the best product you have to offer. This is your end all do all product. This is the best product ever. I mean, some people say, oh, the diffuser is the best product. No, your opportunity is the best product. That is what you have to understand. Like, girl, I mean, the products are amazing, but my best product is that $99 kit. And the best, even better product than that is that $39 kit I can get you if you host a party and you get a $200 party and you get it for $39. So you have to change your mindset that your biggest, hottest, end-all, do-all product is your opportunity. That is your product. Next, you have to learn how to become the best storyteller, okay? It is very rare that you will see me post something about, do you want to join my team? The only thing I will really say is that has anything to do with the kit or joining is when I have a discounted kit. Other than that, I use attraction marketing. I storytell about how Scentsy is a lifestyle. You have to take it from being spammy to sharing your lifestyle with Scentsy in it. Okay. So, it kills me when I see a lot of flyers on Instagram, or I see the pictures of warmers that come from the workstation, because that is not standing out. Like, you have to tell me a story. Tell me why this opportunity is the best product that you have, but not because it's a $99 kit. Tell me why, I need to be part of that culture that is just the bomb. Like, all these girls, before, when we used to go out and have events and do things, like, it was easier to do that, right? Because we could share all of that. Like, I need you to tell me why I need to buy in. Like, why do I need to be part of that? Why? You know what I mean? Like, I need you to story tell me and tell me that. And that is exactly what you have to think about when you are thinking of recruiting as a lifestyle, right? You have to think, okay, what is it that's going to make me say, hold on, damn, what did that girl post? Like, let me think about that again. Because if you're not making those posts, people are scrolling by you, I promise you. If you are not living and breathing that, talking to someone in front of you, people are dismissing everything you're having to say with Scentsy, okay? So think about that. You must story tell. You got to learn how to be a damn good storyteller instead of, please do not do this. Jesus Christ, please do not do this. Please do not inbox somebody and say, it's $49 to join. Here's the link. Do you want to join? Guys, that is spamming all the way. Do not do that. That is, I'm going to tell you, because I am a leader within the company, and I have a big group, people from other direct sales companies try to do that all the time to me. That stuff right there will make me flip. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I will be like, girl, let's back up. You ain't never said one word to me. Don't send me a link to try to get me to join your team. Like, is you crazy? Like, that is exactly what I think about that. The same way I've always taught my team this. If you go to Starbucks and you go to that register and you order a coffee and you absolutely do not know that person, would you tell them, just standing right there in the line, girl, we have a $49 join kit. Here's my link. Sign up if you want to become a consultant. What do you think that person would tell you? This girl is crazy. Don't you think that girl, that she would think that? That's the same. I mean, it is no different when it comes to social media. Like, if you don't know the person, do not inbox them that, please. Okay, next. This is huge. Now, let me give a disclaimer here. If your time has passed, that is totally fine. I want you to think about now. But this is why we push so hard for you to have success in your first 70 days. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I was someone who had hella success in my first 70 days. And you know what? I earned a trip within less than a year with Scentsy. Do you know how much, and I will tell you all day, I didn't have a story when I joined. Nobody really has a Scentsy story when they join, right? But if you connect and you start listening to calls and you hear like what other people are doing, right? Dang, like, oh my gosh, she had a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 check. Oh my gosh, she just literally took her and her family to the Dominican Republic or to Puerto Rico or to an all expense paid cruise to Europe. If you see that and you connect with these people, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If someone tried to recruit you, right, and they had no accomplishment, none whatsoever, and then you saw somebody that had just came back from a cruise to Mexico, all expenses paid, who would you be a little bit more attracted to? I'm just being real, right? Now, your people may not know the other person, and I get that. That's not what I'm trying to say. A brand new consultant can still be successful, but when you have accomplishments like that under your belt, I'm gonna tell you, you got recruiting rights, okay? Because people are gonna want to be associated with people that are making things happen. When I earned my first trip to Dominican, do you know how much I talked about that when I came back? 7 days. Me and my husband went on an all expense paid trip. I didn't pay $1 for nothing. Tips were included. Everything was included. Do you know how many people joined my team because I was able to post those pictures? Do you know how many people, after my first year, I recruited 28 people in my first year. I had never done direct sales. I went back and did a survey and I asked all those people, why did you join me? What made you pick me? Because again, by that time I was becoming a leader and I wanted to get recruiting information. Like, tell me what made you choose me. They said, I don't know what the hell you were doing. I don't know what you drank, but your excitement was so crunk. I wanted to be part of that. And that is what you got. But guess what? My story was being told. I was telling my story and everybody was all ears for it. I'm telling you, we would go to, and this happens all the time when we actually have a physical reunion. Oh, I come back recruiting 2 or 3 people in that 2 weeks because people are like, I don't know what y'all just did or where y'all just went, but y'all just had too much fun and I want to be part of that. So really, really, really think about why it's important to be successful and have those things under your belt in your first 70 days. When an incentive trip comes out, all those things, like Scentsy doesn't just do those things just to do them, right? They do them because those are the things that are going to propel your business. So understand why it's important to go after every opportunity Scentsy gives you, every incentive trip, every summer incentive, everything. Even if you can't make the trip, because let me tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like I'm super crunk. I'm about to hit level 2 for Disney incentive, but this COVID thing is real. But I'm gonna tell you, if we do not go to Disney, I can promise you Scentsy's gonna recoup that and make it be worth our while. And maybe that may be a monetary value because they've done it before, but Scentsy's gonna make it right. So no matter if I can go, sometimes I hear people say, oh, well, I can't go, so I'm not gonna try. Man, you're already throwing yourself under the bus for no reason. Go for everything Scentsy offers you because that is one of your best tools in sponsoring under your belt, okay? A sponsoring list. I tell you guys this all the time and I can't tell you enough. Leaders and successful people have systems. People that want to fly by, you may be successful for a little bit, but you're not going to withstand the storm. When you become a leader and you start building a team, things change, okay? Things get a little, you got to adapt. But successful consultants and successful leaders have systems. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be a spiral, a 99-cent spiral. It can be digital. It can be a spreadsheet. It can be a PDF, whatever you want to make it, but you will not remember all the things. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much brain power you think you got. You will not remember all the things. You need to have a way of tracking. Businesses have strategies. They have those strategies in place for a reason, and they track them. They track how they're working. They track who they follow up with. And a sponsoring list is key when it comes to recruiting, because as you start being killer in your PRV, things get out of control. You got more people you got to tend to and deal with, right? when you start talking to more people, you got more people that possibly will tell you at one point or another that they want to join your team. But how are you keeping up with that? Because I'm going to tell you what I did for many, many years that I didn't keep track of that. And then I would forget. Guess what? You know when that's going to be eye-opener for you? When you see someone you talk to one time, go and join somebody else's team because you never follow back up with them. And that's real. And then don't let them turn out and be a rock star because you're going to be real sick at yourself. I promise you. It's happened. It's happened to me. So keep track of it. Have a sponsoring list. 99-cent spiral. You don't have, it doesn't have to be perfect. So these are my, just like Jannica talked about, I make these in bulk. This is something that I carry with me every single day. It has my story here. I make these that have just different sayings depending on, you know, what it is, what I'm trying to get across. I have like 8 or 9 of these different sayings. This one says, what could an extra $300 a month do for your family? Ask me. Those are thought-provoking questions that somebody could be in dire need of $300 extra a month. And if you connect with them on that pain point, right, you might have somebody that's going to join because there's a lot of people that need extra money right now. Maybe money isn't someone's thing. I have one about ask me how to travel for free. A lot of people can't afford to travel. You know, they may have been dying to go on an all expense paid trip to Dominican, but it's never been in their budget, much less with anybody else. But guess what? Scentsy can do that for you every single year. We have 1 or 2 trips that's all expense paid. And guess what? Even if COVID continues, Scentsy will make it up to us. I promise you. So in this little thing, I'm going to go really quick over it. Where is open? So I do a product list, nothing extravagant. I have a product list. I have these, and these right here were when I didn't even have all of my scents. These I use for everything. I promise you. And actually, oh no. I put this, I put the combine and save this, and then I had some extra ones in the back because that was all I had at the time. I put a join flyer. I have my Scentsy story, which is like just a quick little blurb of why I started, what I've done, top 10 reasons to join Scentsy, and how they can party with me. Okay, so that is, I cover all my ways, right? Because someone's gonna either connect to you by buying the product, hosting a party, or just straight up joining. I have a coupon that they can have $5 off a $50 order. That is how I want them to connect to me if they just want the product. I have a list of how they can party with me. Maybe they don't want to pay retail. They want to get it for your half price. That is my second connection. And last but not least, this is what I do. And this is why you should come do it with me. So it's covering all 3 of the most important ways someone is going to be connected to you. And these are just things that I make in bulk. And I make sure and have these at least 5 with me every single day in my purse when I leave. I hand them out everywhere. And you always want to be, you don't just want to drop and dash, because early on when I didn't have the confidence, I was worried about what people think. Girl, bye. I don't care if I'm holding up the line right now. Unless they tell me something, you're going to get my packet. And I don't even care because that's how much confidence I have in this opportunity. So I got to share it, or I'm going to need you to hold on and wait real quick. So you never want to drop and dash. That's what I used to do. I used to go leave those in the bathrooms. I would run because I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want anybody to think I'm crazy. And I would wish and hope and cross my fingers that someone would call me. Doesn't work like that. So because we are definitely in a COVID time and social media, everything is done online, I have a little QR code that I have that says, open your camera, scan the code, then follow me on social media sites. You'll be glad you did. And that's the thing. I just need you to connect with me online because I'm a story tell the hell out of you, and I'm going to tell you why you got to be connected with me. That is my ultimate goal. Like, I don't care how you connect with me, whether you buy, host, or join, but I'm going to tell you why you should do all 3 and ultimately be part of our culture. That is what I do with my social media. So that's where I want them to go find me. And then this is for someone who has actively had a conversation with me. I ain't sending these to everybody because this postage is a little bit more expensive. But this is a pre-made packet that I have, and it does have more. It has a full-size catalog. It has the I do put a scent circle in it. I put my story. I put some samples, as you guys can see. I write, this one doesn't have it because I don't have this one going to anybody, but I put like a little Kool-Aid tea, whatever I may have. I may put some hot cocoa in some when I run out of these, if it's still during this time. But I do print out these in full sheets that has the host exclusive starter kit and then the full $99 starter kit. So I do put those in there, and I don't put much more than that because I don't want to overwhelm anybody. I want it to be short, sweet, to the point. And that's it. I send these to them, and then I say, let me know if you have any questions. And that's pretty much what I do. Lucy?
So I'm laughing about, those packets are amazing, but I just want to share this funny story. God, why you got to put me like that? Early on in our business, when we traveled all the freaking time before COVID, once upon a time, but earlier on, like 9 years ago, 8 years ago, or even 10 years ago, we would always go to Vegas and just, all the fun places where Scentsy would have events or lead us. So one time we were in Vegas and we're passing out all these folders, or we had folders back then. That was our recruiting packets. They were literally in folders. And Jessica would not leave the hotel room without them. I would, but because I'm like, we're off the clock, we're having fun. But no, she did recruit on the spot so many times when we were out traveling because of those folders. But so one night they made me do it. And when I'm all like, I'm off the clock, we're having fun. We were inside of a club in Vegas called Gold Diggers. And they had me passing out freaking our, folders back then. I just thought that was really funny. And I just wanted to share because we were always packing. And if one or the other wasn't packing, we would push each other out there. So that just brought memories. I thought that was really funny. So again, I'm living in boxes right now and I don't have anything put together, but if you do not have your Canva life put together or you do not have your story out there, I want to say first and foremost, get to working on that, especially if you do not have a story on your PWS already. Make sure you add that, add that by tomorrow night. I challenge you to do that. Because that's very important. You will connect to someone. You do not have to be successful. You do not have to be making $5,000 a month. You do not have to already have earned a trip or anything like that. Whatever Scentsy has done for you in the time that you've been a consultant, share that or share your why you joined Scentsy, because you will connect to somebody. Just like Jannica mentioned earlier, and Jessica has said this before, in this business, when you share, yes, sometimes you feel like you're bragging, but that's just because you have a humbled heart. But you're really not bragging. You're really sharing your story and sharing your success, and you want others to see that this is possible because you're doing it. They could do it. And yes, you're gonna gain haters. They're just gonna be there. There's the haters are always there. But it's okay because you're gonna be gaining the right people that need to hear that the right tribe, the right people that are searching for that. So just keep that in mind. But so yeah, back to, if you are not a Canva person and you don't have any of those packets put together, Scentsy has join packets that you could purchase off the workstation. I'm so sorry, I was getting a call. I don't know if y'all got that. I don't really recommend these just because, to me, I do not like to bombard with the compensation plan, but it's good. It's good for people that know the business or kind of know the direct sales business, and they literally go straight to that to look at it. They're going to be your rock stars. So that is in the join brochure of the Scentsy one. But these are available for you to purchase. So if you do not have any flyers or anything else put together, add this at least. in your packets. That's very helpful. Or if you just want to like order them and make your own off of the information that Scentsy has on here, do that. So I just wanted to share that. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. I actually have a customer calling me, so let me text her back.
I want to add one more thing real quick. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it was messing up. Okay, so I want to add one more thing. Jessica was talking about the trips and stuff like that, and how, you know, that's a great way to recruit. So let me tell you a little bit of my story on the whole trip situation, right? So when I joined, it was during the Italy trip. So some of you have been here for a while and you know about that. It was a 7-day cruise, I think. They went to Spain, Italy, like all this stuff, right? So I joined 2 months late into that. Ended up earning level 4, but I had never been on a trip. I had never been out of the country. I didn't know a whole lot about what was going on, or honestly, if this was even real, right? Like I didn't believe it. When people tell you like, no, it's an all expense paid trip, whatever, you're like, okay, there's going to be something, right? But it wasn't. But anyways, I didn't have passports. Neither of us had a passport. Colin's, what is it called? Birth certificate was in California. That's where he was born. We didn't have time to get it. It's a whole complicated situation. Anyways, so because of all of that, it ended up being where they had overbooked the boat. So they ended up offering us a buyout. Okay. Since he sent me $5,000. Like I couldn't even believe that really happened. Like when that money hit my bank account, you should have seen the way me and Colin lost our shit, because this was in the beginning. Like I said, I hadn't been there very long. It was the following year after I joined, when the trip was all finished. They gave us the money, and you literally should have seen the way we acted. Like we didn't have anything then. We went and bought all new furniture, like all this stuff. I couldn't believe it. And that was the moment that I really was like, this is very real. Like this is a whole thing. Like they just sent me $5,000 and had no issue doing it because I earned level 4, which was me and him. So yeah, that was my first like, oh my God moment with Scentsy. And then I also want to say, like, there have been a few trips since that I have earned, but I have not gone on because of either the passport or I have anxiety. So like leaving the country and on airplanes and people that I didn't know, because at the time I didn't really know a whole lot of people with Scentsy. I only knew y'all. So reunion 2019 was in Austin, and I was like, you know what? I'm going. I earned it. I'm going. So I went in with the mindset of, I don't know anybody, but I'm about to meet any and everybody that I can. So during reunion 2019, first of all, when they come back, when they let us go to reunion again, I don't care what it costs you, like always try to earn it, try to earn your spot at least. But we can like bunk up in rooms together. You have to go. Like the magic that is reunion, there's nothing like it. Like you can't even really describe it. Look it up on YouTube. Go find some videos of just Scentsy family reunions and just like watch what they're like. They're crazy. But anyways, so my point was, we got in one of the best, fanciest hotels in Austin. It was called the Fairmont. I had never been in a hotel that fancy, let alone stayed in that thing. Like, man, they gave us per diem. So all of our meals and everything was paid for. Like I went out and ate escargot for the first time. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's snails. It's really good. Don't judge me. It was great. I posted that all over social media. Like we balled out. Like we went crazy. We were buying bottles at clubs. Like we had a great time. And every bit of that, just like Jessica said, went into my social media. When I got back, I was, first of all, like geared up, because reunion changes you, like changes the way that you feel about everything. I came home like ready to rock and roll, and I had 10 people join me, like just right after that. And that's when this fire run that y'all see me on right now and like doing better, that's when this whole thing began. And that's when I started figuring out the way that my business was going to go and the way that I was going to be as a consultant, because I sat up on that patio. If we didn't go out that night or do something, like I did a couple things with my team, but my main focus was to meet other people in this business to see how long they've been here, what they do, da, da, da. I met a superstar consultant out of Canada that is like the fundraiser queen. Like she taught me all of these crazy things. Like she has, man, the fundraisers that she does, like it's incredible. Like I met people from all over the world, like literally like craziness. And I'm still connected and friends with all of them. And y'all will notice over time, like, especially my team, like I know all of these different people within Scentsy, and that's how, because I connected with all of them at a reunion. And again, I also shared, I also shared everything about what I did there, and people were interested in seeing that. So just going back to what Jessica said about the trips, like at least try to earn level 1. I'm telling you, like, these are the best. They're amazing. They're amazing. Like you got to go, but I'll be quiet now. Y'all go ahead.
That's funny. It's funny that she said this, because I swear that's what I said when I joined in April, right? And when I joined April of 2011, it was at the time that the people that had already earned the incentive trip for the incentive trip that was going to be going in June. So I joined in April, May, June. People were already like, that's all you would see on all the pages, like gearing up, and Scentsy was sending them this, and Scentsy was making arrangements, and that was all, all these groups, you would see all these people, and I'm like, man, this ain't even real. Like, what? I don't believe that. Like, this don't even, I don't know, there's something's wrong. This is a scheme. This ain't real. Literally, when Jannica said that, that was my thought. Like, man, this is crazy. These people just posting this stuff just to post it. And that was my mindset, because you have no idea until you earn it. And I promise you, if you've been anywhere where Scentsy's taking you, you have never been Scentsy style. When I say they shut things down, they will shut a whole side of the beach at the Dominican Republic in the Hard Rock Cafe. They do it big. So anybody have any questions? Now is your time. Yes, and it's free. Like literally, they even pay for your transportation to and from.
I have a question. Entonces que se me olvide. Okay, so you guys mentioned, because that's always been my problem. I don't know how to make my story because I haven't gone to trips like that. This is the first time of me reinstating for like the third time with an actual group that, helps and is there for you. So basically, sorry, you got me eating. So basically what I wanted to see is, can you guys share your stories before, like what, how can I explain it? Así como like before you went on trips and before you were able to get a big, nice paycheck and stuff, because that's like, I just joined because like there's so much that I can say with, oh, well, I just joined Scentsy because I fell in love with the products, it changed my whole life, I guess you can say, with my kids and everything. And I'm like, but what else can I say? Kind of get like ideas and tips and tricks.
Let me ask you this. What is one significant thing that you have either bought or done with Scentsy that you may or may not have been able to do without Scentsy?
So that's funny that you asked that, because I just threw my husband a surprise party and got him like a bunch of I got him that freaking chair. Do you see that? Like, I got him that chair that I kind of want to keep it for myself now. And I'm like, I got him a bunch of other little nifty things, I guess you can say. And I threw him a surprise party. But I feel like it's not, I don't know.
Girl, anything that you do with Scentsy that you would not have been able to do without Scentsy is a huge accomplishment. That's the whole thing about it. These trips, like, yes, they look fabulous. We look fabulous, whatever, I get it. But we all start at the same place. Like, you don't have to have all of that to have a different life because of Scentsy. Like, tomorrow, go, like, if you have pictures that you took at the party And that chair, like make him get up out that chair and take a picture of it, or even make him sit in it and take a picture.
I just took a picture of it right now.
There you go. And just like make a post that's like, without Scentsy, I wouldn't be able to do these things that I'm doing now. Like no matter how big or small, these things affect my life. They have changed my life. They're important to me. And you could be doing the same type of stuff, because one day you will earn these trips, but on your way to earning them, all of the small things that are, significant to you are going to add up to the big things. And just, share your story all the way through. That's another big piece of advice that I have. Share every little thing that has come, every little thing that you've done, because one day when it gets real big and you go on one of these crazy trips and you get one of those big old paychecks, you're going to look back at that chair and say, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good thing. That's a big deal. It really is. You should be proud of whatever it is that you do different with Scentsy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, everything that Jannica said. I mean, some people probably say I share too much on social media. Like, okay, so let me just say this. Some of the people that maybe like my family for one, or the closest people to me on a personal level may say you share too much, but guess what? It's real easy. I don't care if you my mom or my dad. You can unfollow, because Jessica runs a business and I document everything. And that's what you have to do. Every little win, again, that is the lifestyle of what you do, because what we do is so blended with our everyday. You have to do that. And I will tell you what I did in the beginning. I felt like I didn't have a story. I felt when I joined, my mindset was not the Jessica I am today. I was negative. I looked sideways, right and left, crazy at everything, because I'm like, girl, please, in my world, don't nobody pay free for you to go anywhere. That was my mindset. And I was one of the naysayers. I'll be totally honest with you. But I connected. Guess what? My first call, I joined on, I believe, maybe a Tuesday, 26th of April. And I got on my first Saturday call. I met Lucy that Thursday at a superstar director meeting, all the way about an hour away, but I went. That Saturday, I got on the call and I heard Becca Levi talk about her check was over $15,000. Guess what? I didn't have a story, but I had Becca Levi's story out of that story. Everybody knew. Somebody in this Scentsy world, I don't know who she is. I don't know how she's doing it, but I went and followed Becca on Facebook, and I started connecting to every Saturday call. Every time I listened, I went and implemented something. Every single time I would listen, I would go do, because I said, I don't know what she's doing, but she's making over $15,000. I need to be doing what she's doing. Like, real talk, not all this other mumbo jumbo. I need to be doing what the movers and shakers are doing. And I told everybody Becca's story in the beginning. I didn't have mine. And at that time, I don't even think they do that anymore, but Becca and Callie used to have some of the superstar directors like type up their story, right? Guess what Jessica put in her recruiting package? Jessica didn't have a story, but she put Becca's in there. And I shared somebody else's story because it was real. So you ain't got to have a story to share a story.
See, that's Wendy for me. I do that with Wendy, because Wendy Newgas, if y'all don't know who she is, she lives in like Oceanside, California, in some big ritzy house, and like her back doors are like these big sliding glass doors that look right over the ocean. She has a Porsche that has her license plate says Scentsy. Like I share her story more than I do my own, and I show it to people because Wendy's very open about it as well. And another thing is, like, it doesn't have to all be about money. Like Scentsy can do stuff for you on an emotional level, like on a mental level, like make you better mentally. Like it's definitely done that for me. And a lot of the girls on my team, are the same way. So I also like to share more of the home that I have with Scentsy, more so than just the money that I get from it, because my checks are not $5,000. I mean, they will be one day. I'm going to keep grinding until they are, but they're not right now. I mean, I get a good paycheck if I bust my ass that month, but if I don't, I get a regular paycheck, just like a normal part-time job type of paycheck, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong, but I want to do better. And I can't always share just the money, because if I shared just the money, people would say, I mean, I'm making that money. Why should I join Scentsy? Like, I have a job that I'm making that money at. So why should I join Scentsy? You know what I mean? Like, the mental, what it does for you as far as friendships and a lifestyle change and all of that is sometimes even more important than the money. So share that kind of stuff too.
Love it. Yes, exactly what Jessica and Janica mentioned. Um, and like Janica said, it's not all about the money. It's your daily lifestyle, like just from every day to the next. Just an example for me right now. I took off 2 weeks. Well, I took off 2 weeks from my 8 to 5 job because I just have a lot going on in my life right now. And then I have a week of Thanksgiving break off because I work for a school. So have a total of 3 weeks off, right? And I haven't really been like, if you've kind of noticed, I've been MIA on on team pages, and I wasn't on the call last week, and I haven't been on our Mondays call the last 2 weeks because again, I just have so much going on. But with just because I've taken off and kind of stepped back a little bit, I'm still getting orders. I'm still collecting orders. I still have my customer base is still, ordering from me because I have built that throughout the years. So I do have PRV, but what I'm trying to say is like I could do that now. Like I could do this now. Of course, I'm not where I want to be. I do not have a $10,000 check. I don't have a $50,000 check, 'cause that's where I want to be. But I could at least sit back a little bit, and just because I have built that customer base, and just because I know I have amazing leaders like Jessica and Janica in our group that can hold the team up, um I'm able to step back just a little and take care of my personal life. But in the meantime, I'm still blessing people with Scentsy products. If someone messaged me that they want to join or have questions of joining, or even if someone has a question in our team, I'm still going to answer you. I'm not going to leave you on unread. But my thing is, when you grow your business throughout the years, and when you share your daily lifestyle, um it's just not all about money. But when you get to a certain point, you're able to just step back a little bit, and you're able to do that just by sharing and sharing and sharing your daily life of what you do or what you can do because of Scentsy. And just like you said, I think it was Patricia, um about that chair for your husband, that's huge. That's a huge deal, because if it wasn't because of Scentsy, you wouldn't have been able to buy that chair for him, or throw him a party. Parties are expensive. um, so use those things for to show, again, you're not bragging. And yes, please put the disclosure, because again, there's police haters out there. So make sure you always add that in there, but share those type of things. Those are huge, like so huge. And like I wish I could share so much more on my social media, but I get so caught up and I'm so busy and I just forget to post. Because like tonight I wanted to post something about the first night. I'm kind of emotional, and that's why I'm not showing my face that much. But my parents and I have lived together for 10 years, and tonight is our first night that we're not under with the same roof. And because I got them up their place, and they are staying, it's their first night staying in their own place. And we moved, and they were staying here at our new place with us for a couple days. But I don't even know how to share that on social media right now, just because I'm so emotionally, like, just so in my feels. But tomorrow I'm gonna be over it, and I'll share. But those are huge things that we need to share. And the only reason that we're able to do this big change was, it's a good thing. It's a good change. Is because of Scentsy. And so again, every little thing that happens in our life, if we stick with Scentsy and we work our business like we need to be, it's it's because of Scentsy, and it's things that's possible, and we could accomplish those things if we stay with it, if we keep working our business, if we take action and do all the things that all the big leaders on those trips that Jannica and Jessica mentioned. I remember telling Jessica, like, man, there's no way we could do that. Like, come on. Them people have money. Their husbands have money. They must own all these other businesses. They got money. I'm not trying to be racist, but I used to be like, us Mexican folks can't do that shit. Like, no, I was so freaking wrong. Some of those folks I'm best friends with. We cool. We buddies, you know? And it's because of Scentsy that they're there, not because they already had money. I mean, I used to say, yeah, well, I don't got $5,000 to invest into something like that. You don't need to. You know what I mean? It was literally $99 that we invested, the same $99 into this business. So don't think that you can't do something, or don't think that this business or opportunity is not for you, or earning a trip is not for you. It is for you. It's just literally waiting for you to do the work to earn it. So if anyone has any questions or anything they want to share, I know we're probably over. All right. Well, Jessica, are you done? Jannica, are you done?
Yep, I'm good. That was all I had.
I just say there's 22 people on. Go to your pages and do your aha if there's something that you learned today, something that spoke to you, because sometimes other people hear it when it comes from somebody else. So yeah, go post there. And I always feel like you should have an action step when you leave any call. And I think, for one, if you don't have anything that you're handing out recruiting wise, get you something. Start small. You don't have to have the packet, and you don't have to make Canva stop you. You don't have to make, I don't have those bags that Jannica or Jessica have or Lucy have. Don't make that stop you. Start with something. Start creating. If you got to get on and order a few things, maybe something from Amazon, whatever the case may be. Or even if right now today you can't do that monetarily wise, make a list what you want. Go save it on your Amazon. Okay, well, when I get my Scentsy paycheck, this is what I'm gonna go buy. Be active in those areas. And guess what? If you don't have a story, go find somebody else's story that you connect with and share the heck out of that. But don't get off of this call and just linger and not do anything. Go and whatever part of the business, and this, when Patty asked that question, I was thinking about this, like, so if you guys know who Mary Christensen is, she is like a direct sales guru. Lucy and I have all of her books. I've read every one of her books on how to be a recruiting superstar. And this is the thing, like, if you are going at recruiting with just a one strategy mindset, you're going to struggle, because not everybody joins this business for the same thing. Not everybody joins to eventually become a director or a recruiter. And this is why it is so important, especially with our discounted kit, because let me tell you something. I'm always going to offer the opportunity. And maybe I may have someone that is just gung-ho from the beginning, and they know, I want to build a big business. But I'm going to tell you, 90% of the people that start are not in the mindset that they're just going to go and become a superstar director. That is not how most people start. Most people start because they love the products. Most people start out of a need for money or income. Those are the people that you need to connect with, because let me tell you something. The people that put in $200 every single month and they're active are just as important as your directors are, because without those foundational pieces, you're going to struggle. And that is what I've learned over time. Don't think, they don't want to go all in, I'm not going to recruit them. Because let me tell you, you find 10 people on your team that put in $200 every month, let them go, you're going to feel it. I promise you, you'll feel it. But those are the foundational pieces that build your organization. And eventually, yeah, it's just what happens. The cream of the crop is going to rise, but you still have to have the foundational pieces or your house will crumble. Just remember that. So don't ever discount anyone. Don't ever judge anyone. Don't ever think, oh, they got money, I don't want to reach out to them. Because let me tell you something. I know doctors, lawyers that have left their practice to do Scentsy full time because they're making more money doing that. They're touching more lives doing it. They're fulfilling their purpose better than that. So don't ever discount anybody. We tend to do that a lot. Human, and by nature, humanly, we tend to gear towards that way. So that is it. And go recruit somebody. Share your story somewhere, somehow. And that is it, guys. I guess until next week, no call. Thanksgiving week, you guys, right, Lucy? I think.
Yeah, there's no call next week. It's marked off.
Guys, next year, remember, you guys, if we will see you after the holiday, be safe no matter what you do. Please, there's so many people that are just struggling right now. Be safe. Do what you can. And then we will see you on, I can't remember that next date, but not next week, the following Wednesday. All righty, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.